One village on the southwest coast of Sri Lanka offers a visionary example of how to manage aid.
This was once a village completely submerged by the sea. To me, it was like the world coming to an end. And the sights of the waves rolling over into the village was something that is unforgettable. When the tsunami hit, I was coordinating a scholarship program for 100 children on the day. So I had to run through the back roads of the village, carrying with me the children who were there at the community center, and finally got to the temple at a high elevation of about 20 foot with all the children except one who died.
Businessman and philanthropist Kushal Gunasekera found himself positioned to turn disaster into a blessing for the people of Sinigama.
I grew up from this village. My father sent me to a school in Colombo that had better opportunities. Whenever I came back to the village, I found that there were literally hundreds and hundreds of disadvantaged children and youth stagnating. And I realized that they didn't have the opportunities to excel. So one day, I vowed that when I have the resources, I would come back to this village and provide the same kind of facilities that I was able to access.
Kushal established the Foundation of Goodness in 1999.
So I always wanted to create a rural community model, but I always used to wonder, how on earth am I going to muster that kind of funding?
With the intention of bridging the gap between rural and urban communities, his formula for success was to run the charity like a business.
I never thought we could turn this huge setback into a blessing and achieve that dream aspiration.
Ironically, the tsunami became a catalyst for the foundation's success. Kushal attributes this to better business practices, a detailed and professional management approach, including constant and clear communication with every single donor, no matter how small or large.
As they say, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. And to that end, we've been able to create something really tangible for donors to be very proud of. The more they saw things that were happening, they were very interested in collaborating with us.
There has to be a commitment to total transparency, so that if you want to raise private funds and you want governments to keep giving, everybody has to know where every penny goes.
Kushal now prepared for a radical reconstruction effort, not just providing homes and jobs, but an entire overhaul of the village's quality of life. This would go far beyond the normal boundaries of aid work, but he was convinced that showing the possibilities of a wholesome lifestyle, villagers would aspire to become entirely self-reliant.
We moved at a pace that I think sometimes not even the waves could stop.
The first challenge was creating new job opportunities in Sinigama.
In this area, what they were doing was coral mining, which is one of the reasons that the tsunami hit so hard and went 2 kilometers inland. That was an illegal industry, but for generations, that's what they were doing.
In an ironic twist, the tsunami enabled the foundation to establish a whole new industry for the coral miners. A brush block factory would now provide for the next generation. After 2 years, the men became owners of the factory. Kushal's plan has been more successful than he ever imagined. Instead of just receiving first aid, a comprehensive medical clinic would be built. Children would be introduced to lives that could include sports and fitness. People who had known only poverty and work could enjoy an entirely new quality of life.
Well, it's fantastic. We have 12,000 villages in Sri Lanka, and I have not seen anything like this in any of the other villages.
It would represent a paradigm shift in the philosophy of aid management itself. Kushal attributes this success to an important philosophy the villagers have adopted, the concept of gratitude. For every good deed received, a good deed must be done. The people of Sinigama are a model for recovery. They have redefined what it really means to have a quality of life. Today, they are doing what Kushal had hoped for, paying it forward.
From a very difficult time of the tsunami, which was so tragic, and for us to have been able to utilize that opportunity and build it back better is more thrilling than anything that life can offer.